What's good, y'all? I'm back again with another vid. I hope y'all doing well and living well. And today I want to talk about something that we are all dealing with, and that's kind of all in our face, and ways to not be so caught up in these things. So with that being said, let's talk about distractions. There's a million and one distractions today in today's world, and if you allow yourself to get distracted, you will continue to waste your time and be strung along by these distractions. And all of these things are here to take your attention and your focus, because whatever you focus on multiplies. So with that being said, the first step of this video is, as soon as you're done watching the video, turn off your phone and just sit in silence. I feel like it's almost crazy for us to just sit in silence. And I even noticed this with myself. I like to sit by myself and just sit with my thoughts, but there's so many distractions, so many different avenues and things you can do. It's very easy to not want to just be with yourself and be in the moment. But I'm starting to realize you feel more comfortable doing distractive things, watching TV, scrolling on social media, whatever it is. You become accustomed to that and become more comfortable doing that, that when you actually take the time to sit with yourself and be in the present moment, it's uncomfortable. You're bored. You're trying to find the next thing to do, the next thing to look at, and you don't want to look at your own thoughts. We had, like the movie, like the video I made last about life being a movie. We have a movie going on in our thoughts within our own bodies, but we're so caught up and focused on what the next person is doing or what's going on in the world or all of these things. And I really want to talk about this topic because it's relevant in today's world. There's more than too many distractions, especially in terms of, like, I live in the US, so there's just a lot of things going on, and there's always a lot of things going on. Like I said, there's these distractions, and all it takes is for you to invest in them and use your time and energy on them, and they will take you in. Some people waste years of their life being distracted by things that don't truly give them anything. They just make you feel comfortable in the moment, like watching TV or whatever it is. And there's nothing wrong with entertaining yourself. Everybody should have some point where they just cool off and wind off. Uh, Everybody should just have some point where they just cool off and do things that you enjoy to do. But I feel like we have become regular to waste your time, to get caught up in the next social media post, the next TV show, then this, that. All of these things are dragging your attention so many ways, instead of just being in the moment and being where you're at. With the addition of social media and TV and all of these things, we can be where we are. Say, for instance, I'm in my room, but I can be all the way across the world somewhere just with the video. So it's very easy to get caught up in your mindset, or it's very easy to get caught up in these distractions, in these things, because sometimes they look like they're more important or just look better than where you are now. So why would you not want to be there? I won't even begin to describe or give too much validity to these distractions or to these things going on in the world, because you will become very frustrated when you engulf your energy in these things. And even I find myself feeling the type of way when you see the way the world is going and see all these things. It can really drive you crazy. But one thing that we can always remember is, you always can control what you can control, but there are some things that are out of our control, and there is such a power in recognizing that things are out of your control, and you actually become more empowered within when you realize that you have the control over your life and the way you feel and the decisions you make in your life. We can make the world a better place, but what's the point of doing that if we're not actively making ourselves better? And in turn, you probably heard, when you make the world, or when you make yourself better, you're making the world better. You are a part of the world anyway, so it's like you can't separate that. So with that being said, I feel like there's never been a better time other than yesterday to take the time for not only yourself, but for your loved ones, the people you live with, or just your friends, whomever, just take that time to refocus and bring the energy back to the present moment, and not what's going on social media, or who's the newest post, or what's on the news, or all of these things, all these distractions. Take the time to create a space and enjoy life, just the present things. Just enjoy the company of yourself or the people around you, because we're losing that connection. And that's one of the things that make us human. What makes us human is being able to connect with each other, to find fun, to find entertainment in each other, in ourselves. But our attention is being hijacked into social media, the world, technology, all of these things. But the present moment is where your peace is. The present moment is where life begins. Life isn't on your phone. That's just a screen that shows up with showing us so many beautiful things in the world, but under that is just a bunch of ones and zeros. It's just the phone. You just turn the phone off, and now you're just here. You're just here in reality. And you have to just, I say, instead of going cold turkey, just try to take time, 5 minutes a day, start, and just sit with yourself, read a book, do something that is in your present reality, not something that takes away your attention further all around the world. Do something that's bringing you back to the present moment, whether it be journaling. There's a million things you can do to be in the moment. It's just what you choose to invest your time and energy in. And also, I think this leads to the fact that time is finite, and we don't have as much time as we like to think we do. So stop wasting your time getting so caught up in things that just numb your mind rather than stimulate it, and allow you to think deeper about yourself, allow you to question the nature of reality. And even when you do watch these things, watch social media, watch the news, TV, whatever, try to implement more things that, like I said, make you think, make you present, make you take a look within yourself, instead of blaming everybody outside of you and externally. Take that time to be right here with yourself. Be wherever the present moment is. Be wherever your life entails. Say you're waiting in line. Instead of waiting in line on your phone, just wait in line. Just wait there and just be present. And you're going to start to realize this is so uncomfortable. You're looking around, probably all nervous, trying to find something to do, feeling like you need to fill your mind with something. And that's the problem right there. We can't even just wait in line. We've become so caught up in this technology. And there's nothing wrong with aspiring to be a better person, aspiring to look at other people's lives and use them as motivation. But I feel like we're so consumed with consuming, and that leads to us not creating. I always talk about creating, but I break it down like this. If we are creations. Everything in the world, everything that I'm looking at in my room was created by somebody, was created by a thought in somebody's head. But we're so caught up consuming that we are lacking creativity. And I feel like a lot of us are wasting our potential. Everybody has amazing talents, whether that be the arts, whatever it is. Everybody has some sort of gift within them. But I feel like with all of these distractions and stuff, we are moving further away from the gifts that we have and the potential that we have right now, and just creating. Take the time every day to create something, whether that's a song, whether that's just write a poem, write something small down, but take that time to start creating. And it's such a fulfilling process, not for what you created, but just the process of creating, I'm noticing, is extremely fulfilling, and is actually the fulfillment that we are seeking from what we are consuming. So I feel like a lot of these distractions and things end up leading to more complications in our lives, us feeling lonely, us feeling sad or depressed by investing our energy and attention into the events of the world, when there's a lot of things chaotic right now. But in that same light, there's a lot of things peaceful right now. The present moment is often 90% more peaceful than we think. We're just so caught up thinking about other things in the future, thinking about things that happened in the past, thinking about an event or somebody doing something halfway around the world, instead of just being where we are and controlling what we can control. And I feel like with us just sitting with ourselves, getting to know yourself, you probably don't even really know yourself for real, because you're consumed by other people's lives, by TV, by the news, by all of these things. But when you just take that time to be with yourself, I feel like you'll find a lot of the answers, a lot of the solutions, a lot of the things we're looking for. And like I said, it'll probably be hard to start because you're not used to being with yourself. But that should just be another wake up call and another reason why you should take the time to be with yourself. Because how if they turned off the technology, you know how crazy a lot of people would go. Like, it's actually become crazy how much we neglect the want to sit with ourselves. And all it takes is just some discernment or some awareness to tell yourself, oh, I'm caught up in the distractions, I'm caught up in what's going on TikTok, or what's going on in the world, the news, all of these things. But just taking that time for yourself and creating that sacred space within your own body, within the present moment. Because like I said, that's where life is. So yeah, man, appreciate your life right now. Let go of the distractions. And like I said, if you made it to the end of this video, turn your phone off and just sit within the presence of yourself and see how it feels. You're gonna probably feel this uncomfortable feeling, but get to know yourself, learn your thought patterns, learn the way you truly feel about things, aside from other people's feelings or what other people have to say about things. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for listening. Let go of the distractions. And I'm not saying go cold turkey, but just start with 5 minutes and keep gradually adding more time to just being present with yourself. Because this is something we all go through, from young kids to old people. We're all caught up in some form of distraction that is leading us away from ourselves in the present moment and the infinite creative potential and love and just all the things we're searching for are all always right here and able to be created and felt within the present moment. It's just our attention is so caught up in things that are not present. I appreciate y'all for listening. I love y'all. We out. Unlimited.